So, guys, I'll talk in English for this one, and because this one is especially for white people, most of it, Asian not so much, but white people really have that. And the topic for today is why they'll tell you you are special. Like the notion that you are special as a given thing is there, is prevalent in movies, in the medias, that they'll always tell you that you have something inside you that is unique and nobody else have, and you can use it to find yourself, help the world, be a billionaire, yada yada yada. But mostly it's not true. By definition, most of us are not special. By definition. By definition, most of us are average, and another synonym of average, most of us are mediocre. That's just it. That's just the fact of life. And some of us are losers. Like that's all statistic, bell curve statistic are like that in all population in the world. You got 10% poor people, stupid people, dumb people, assholes. 80% mediocre people, just fine. Another 10 special. That's how it goes around the world. But now we have like a world that tell everybody within that 100, you are special, there is something inside you. Pum 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 pum. Now, where does it come from? Why like Harry Potter always started as not a wizard, and then he found out that he's actually a wizard? Why the trope have to go that way? Why is not that started as him as a wizard to make it relatable, or to plant ideas inside you that you might be Harry Potter, you might be special, you just don't know that it's your destiny to save the world. So we'll start with education because that's where it started. Education for thousands of years in the agrarian era is non-existent for the masses. Education most of the time is reserved for the very social elite. So the noblemen, the clerics, they learn the art of war, they learn falconry, poetry, whatever. They learn so much. They learn have so much culture. They know astrology to that extent. They learn a lot. They have like they since you are young until you are teenagers. You study like Julius Caesar, a very good education. But most of the peasant they don't have it. Most of the people they can't even read. Why? Because it is within the interest of the elite to make the everyone else stupid, and like, okay, we're just peasant, and to accept their fate. So they don't give you ideas. That's just life. You are son of a farmer, you'll be a farmer, your son will be a farmer. That's just life. They need you to be obedient. They don't need you to see the world. They don't need you to be rich. You just need them to, one, they have a lot, they love to have lots of you, because most of the cases population is power. Two, they need you to be obedient. That's about it. And if you are enlisted, for instance, if you are conscripted to the army, then they give you very specific education in the art of war. They don't give you lessons about tactics, strategy, whatever. They teach you how to fight. That's about it, because that's what they need you to do. And this is still prevalent in some part of Africa, where there's lots of war and there's lots of resources. Usually, most of the people are dumb. That's just about it. They are very uneducated, because it is within the interest of the dictator that the people are not smart enough to have the idea to overthrow them. And there's an advantage to, like, okay, if I fight you, I will win. And even if you kill me, even if you replace me, you will don't know how to run the country. So there's like double layer protection from the elite towards the general population. So that's the agrarian era. Education is scarce only for the elite. Then come to the industrialization era, since James Watt discovered the steam engine. Then suddenly, you can't be dumb. You can't learn machine from your parents. Your parents doesn't know machine. So you have to study engineering. You have to study machine. You have to study about coal. You have to study about many things. And it is within the interest of the elite for you to be educated so you can run the factory. If you are too dumb, nobody can run the factory. They'll have a bad time. So what do they do? What they're doing is what's called mass standardization education. So everyone is like they're created into a block. Everyone is the same. You have to have this criteria, and it's still prevalent in many countries in the world now. Usually in the Asian part, that even in some of you like in Western countries, that there's like some degree of like very high level math that's not practicable in all kind of like life, like we have to learn about trigonometry, like why, I mean, like of course 1 plus 1 plus plus equals 2 is good, but there's so much things about like math that is why do I need to learn about it. It's actually the leftovers of the last generation, because if you're good at math, you're good with machines. So that's why they teach you physics from the very young age. So that's why they need you to run the machine. They give you standardized education, because in factory, by that age, in factory you don't need innovation. In factory you need people that follow the standard operational procedure. So that's why. And that's why I said earlier in the video, this education is still in Asia, and many people in Asia still, they don't really feel the idea of, oh, I'm special, I'm one of a kind, I'm different, I'm da 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 da. No, they still live in that era. Okay, now for you white people, now your education started to become to the capitalist age, information age. So after since you won the second, especially for the Americans, this movement starts in the 1970s, 1980s. Everyone is special. If you see like the old movies, Gone with the Wind, Citizen Kane, I mean, like Citizen Kane, he's born as a rich man, he died as a rich man. There is no like zero from hero. Nah, he's always rich. Hotel Cava, yeah. You see the old movies. Everyone is born just it. They're just like, okay, I'm rich, or okay, I'm poor, or whatever. But in the 70s, 80s, come to the notion that we have to teach everyone that they are special from the get-go. Where does it come from? It's simple. Those are the started of the age you guys threw your machines away. So you don't need people to be able to run machines anymore. And afterwards the European follow. So you move all of the machine to Asia, to Japan, and to Philippines, to Vietnam, to Indonesia, and China, whatever. You threw all their machines away. And what the elites of the Western countries need their citizens to do? They need you to spend your fucking money, because they hate saver. They hate people that save their money. The most important statistic is consumption index. So long that the people spend their money, they're happy. The elites are happy. So long you save your money, they're fucked. As simple as that. So that create a fiction inside you that A, you are special, B, you have to prove that you are special. You're different, you're unique, you're one of a kind, there's something inside you, But by definition, that's a lie. We'll talk more about this, but I'm just like try to tell you in this like less than 10 minutes video that the notions of you are special and all of the media that encircle it is engineered. It's not natural. It's not a movement that's out of the blue. It's somebody planted inside you for their own gain. So best of luck, special people.